It is Saturday the 11th of June. Time is 12:43 p.m. The temperature at the moment is 20 degrees. I think it's supposed to get warmer. It's one of the first really warm days, and a couple of days stretch now when it's been warm in Helsinki. We're at the main railway station. We just navigate the doors. So we're at the central railway station, the Rautatieasema, the main railway station, although there's only one in central Helsinki. That would be the way towards the underground. There's actually a really nice new restaurant here. I'm going to make my way towards Töölönlahti, which is a really lovely waterside area, but I just want to catch a glimpse of this restaurant that people come and take photos of. It's really beautiful inside. They've really paid attention to the design there. So I'm going to head outside to one of the main streets, Mannerheimintie, and make my way. A very busy Helsinki city center with much more of a summer feel now. Sunny outside. That's what Helsinki is at its best, when you've got these really lovely blue skies, and it says 24 degrees there, but I think the sun is skewing that a little bit. It has been really cold this spring, this early summer, and we're kind of only getting to the early summer. And people have suddenly sort of in the last the last week or so changed to their summer gear and dresses, and it's suddenly looking like summer much more than it used to. And you've got all these terraces open as well. So that's the building where the post office used to be. I think. Was there a plan for it to move back? Has it moved back? Possibly. I'm not very well informed on those movements. On the renovation now. And then this would be a Czech restaurant here. Oltava. There are bus terminals to my left there. The bus is going around the city area and away from here. Seems something's going on with an energy company as well. But it really shows the contrast now to what the city is like before he wakes up, and when the terraces kind of get going and people come alive after the winter. There's the Audi library behind there. It'll come back towards here in a moment. We'll just have a little bit of a look at Mannerheimintie and Mannerheim Street. It's one of the shopping centers, Sokos. And it is really getting warm now, although if you're on the sort of shady side of the street, so to say, that's the view towards the station at the back, it still doesn't feel super warm. And I'm returning today to Singapore finally, yay! Happy about that. So I still don't have a place there, so I need to travel for a bit, and I'm sure you'll see that in a moment. But it will be really nice to be able to swim and have the warm weather. Has the modern art museum there, still under renovation. This is the old post. On the other side is where used to be fairly famous cinema, I don't know. Now it's part of the museum, I think. That's why they have these structures on the side. There's a lovely view of summer Helsinki. It really does kind of come alive around summer, and people are much happier with a smile on their face, and they wear colors which you don't see in the winter. So maybe Kiasma is actually open for the first time. What does it say? At least they have new banners around. I don't know. Still a bit of scaffolding around it though. And their shop is definitely open on a restaurant. We have a statue of Mannerheim here, who the street is named after. To my left would be the Kamppi shopping center, which I went through last winter. I'm not going to go there today, it's too pretty. They have some horses going up here. Don't know what that is about, but it's happening. And ahead of us is the Parliament House, Eduskuntatalo. And in the winter as well, I walk through the Bana cycling path which goes through here, which is where these bikes are heading to or coming from. It's a very nice stretch of cycling paths going through the city. But it's an interesting comparison if you want to have a look at those sort of videos from early last year when I was around here, and it was winter with no colors. Just see what a difference it makes when the summer does come around. We had to wait for the leaves for the longest time. It just took so long this year for summer to arrive, but now it's finally here. People are really enjoying it. This is the music house, Musiikkitalo. It houses the all of the classical concerts, basically, that sort of thing. Now it's showing something on Jurassic Park. Interesting. It's an ad for a movie. And people are making the most of the space. So Bana would go that way, the cycling path. And I guess we're on it, even here. There is a drum going. I don't think it's they might be just doing a sound check for something. Maybe they have an outdoors concert later on. Cross the cycling path carefully. This would be the Audi library on the other side, where they have that stage. And definitely there's something going on today. There's also I think a cafe at the top, which I haven't seen before. And there's the Helsinki sign, which would make for a nice photo opportunity for any tourists. And there's also a terrace next to the music hall. That's quite a nice view of the Parliament House as well. A couple of food stalls here as well. Probably ready for the event, whatever it is that's taking place. I think it's in the afternoon. a little bit of a view of the Linnanmäki amusement park there at the back. Trying to spot if anything is actually going there, but so far I don't see anything. That doesn't mean that it's not open. I think this would be one of the times when they definitely are open. Might only start in the afternoon. Oh, something is going. Yeah, they're open. Let's see if we got some Canada geese. They're not a favorite around here. Quite a few crowd areas in Helsinki. So people have kind of gotten through that phase where they think they're really cute and fun. That's a really beautiful old mansion there. I think behind that is a small new vegan cafe as well. It's a very nice spot. I'm just waiting for a break to go through both these sort of bus lane and the street that's here, and then the cycle lane. They've built a lot in one place. The trains are going at back there. That would be where you head towards sort of suburban areas of Helsinki. And there's I think an arts institute, music institute at the back there. Music house. I think we are having some kind of maybe a running event here. Going through, there's a path which has been closed off. Lots and lots of toilets put in place, but I really do not know what it is. Judging from the sports drinks in there, maybe it is a running event. Yeah, definitely runners high. There are a few running events, marathons and such that goes with the city throughout the year. There's a city run and I think a Helsinki marathon as well. I think there's one that happens in the evening because of course at this time the sun doesn't really go down. The nights are light throughout pretty much by now. So you can come and run and sort of do that all through the night, and it will be pretty much like running throughout the day all the way at the finish line, I think. It's the Helsinki half marathon, it says there. So good luck to anyone and everyone doing that. Seems like they'll have music afterwards. It's a really, really nice day for an event like that, although a little bit warm. I have the sun on my back, and yeah, it does feel fairly warm. Trains are at the back there. You can see the church in Kallio, which is a little bit away from here. I wonder where this is directing me. Of course, I want to keep people out of the route. I do want to get to the waterfront though. Oh, look at these flowers, that's beautiful. It's such a different feel to the rest of the year when summer starts. And this is early summer then. late summer, which I'll also be around to record in Finland this year. That's a slightly different feel. Now everything's sort of fresh and green. Someone's had a long day, it seems, or maybe an upset at the playground. So we'll have a view at the really nice waterfront here. We have some flamingos. Not real flamingos, of course. The waters are still very, very cold, I think, unless it's a very small water area. Not really warm enough for most swimmers. Of course, some will still swim even throughout the winter. But we have flamingos. That's fun. And there's the amusement park behind there. You can see the Ferris wheel. This is such a really lovely area to walk around. You can walk around the whole area here and just sort of loop around to the Olympic Stadium, which is at the back there, the White Tower. And I think they're renting kinds of water sports equipment. Yeah, let's see where the tourist visitor center, I guess, here. Tourist information. Not surprising. It's just a really, really lovely area. I'll reach just straight in that and see if we can do a little bit better, I think. So having places like this publicly available is pretty nice. But you have the terrace here as well to enjoy. If that's more your scene and you want to get something to eat or drink. It's just around the Finlandia event space. Finlandiatalo. But the main view, of course, here would be with the water. It's really beautiful. And often with the swans, I think you got some in the distance there. And a duck. There's very firm instructions not to throw a stone towards a bird, which is good advice. It's already really, really green, and that's only been the case for the last couple of weeks, I think. Would be fair to say. Oh, just missed the bird diving in. Might be coming up again. It's one of the ones you often see in lakes. Oh, it's already all the way there. They go so quickly. Guess we're not going to see its surface again. It's fishing, obviously. Still a really nice view. There you go. There it is. I think they're really, really nice. And they had actually, when the when the summer gets along, they often have their what do you call them? They're not ducklings when it's like that. Well, the babies anyway. They are sort of riding their backs. It's quite fun to see. There's a good view of the amusement park. I don't actually know the names of the plants, but just going to just show you a couple of things. The trees here, really, really amazing. Same as these purple flowers. I think those have only been in bloom for the past sort of week or so as well. Although I have been away from the capital, and it tends to be that here it gets a little tiny bit warmer faster, and so the flowers as well appear sooner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another quick view of Töölönlahti here, which is the water that we buy. I think I see a swan. And then I'll loop back to Mannerheimintie and we'll make our way back, because I have to be heading home, heading back. There's this one, looks amazing. It's just too far away probably to really get the view. But the wings are kind of looking pretty perfect. But yeah, I have to head back so I can still finish my packing for heading over to Asia tonight with a flight just over just after midnight. Nowadays they've changed it a little bit, so it leaves even later than it used to. I'll try to stay up and catch it. That will be today's agenda. So we'll have a look here. That's stunning, and you can see that from the train as well, which is pretty special when you're coming into town with one of the trains there. When I come back in July, I definitely want to walk at Linnanmäki, the amusement park. That will be so much fun. Just making my way through here. It's a very busy cycle lane today. And you can't really blame people. It's a lovely day for that. And the park's looking lovely and green as well. There's a tourist bus going. I've seen a couple of them today. The hop on, hop off, which is really nice to see in Helsinki again. It seems the tourists are coming back even after a little bit of a scare that maybe it wouldn't be as popular this summer, but it seems like it will be. And Finns are traveling so much that yesterday I think was one of the busiest ever days at the airport, so I'm definitely getting there early. More of the flowers, and they smell really nice as well. Let's look at Mannerheimintie. Just look at that. Beautiful. And I'm hoping that in July and August, when I'm around again, we'll have a lot more of these warm, beautiful days. The midsummer celebrations, of course, will be in the middle, so towards the end of June. It's I think they were going for the same lane, but towards the end of June it's midsummer, and that's sort of a traditional Finnish celebration of the night when the sun is up all night. It's a very fun celebration, but it tends to be kind of local centric, in that if you come here as a tourist you won't see a lot in the city. Most people will make their way to summer cottages and invite their friends, and maybe light fires that you might be able to see, barbecue, swim, that kind of thing. But it can be kind of difficult to get into the spirit of midsummer, other than that you see that the sun is up all the time, unless you have some locals who will kind of show you what it's all about. also one of the times when traditionally a lot of the places, even well in Helsinki, everywhere will close as people go to summer cottages to spend time. So you want to be kind of aware of that at least. I think it's not as bad as it used to be, but a lot of the restaurant owners are now publicly saying as well that it doesn't really pay for them at the moment to keep restaurants open on holidays or even Sundays. So we're still in that kind of a phase where everything's getting back to normal. Hopefully we'll get over all the sort of price rises and stuff that goes into it as well. But I think there's also the feel here, you don't see like, many masks or anything like that here at the moment. There are still a few people. It doesn't mean the cases are all gone, they're not. But pretty much people are very much trying to put the pandemic behind them, and that shows up in the well, you know how the streets are. Like, it's the same as Copenhagen. If you watch those videos, you don't see many masks or anything like that, and it will be an interesting contrast now. Going back to Singapore, going to Asia, seeing how they're dealing with that, because even I think it said in my tickets, even as I go to the airport to my flight, even at that point I have to wear a mask, even though on other Finnair flights you don't have to wear a mask, but at some point they're going to ask you to wear a mask and wear it for the whole flight. And that's because of the requirements in Singapore, so that would be interesting to see how that all works out in an airport where when I arrived I don't think anyone was wearing masks, or very few people were. It's interesting that we sort of mix and match as needed, and it will be I imagine still different in Singapore, but we'll see that in a few videos time. So like I was saying, I still don't have a permanent place to live in Singapore. That probably won't be happening before September, so I'm going kind of in a different situation. I'm still going back where I used to live, or where I still live because I don't have a new place. But I'm going to cat sit my own cats, and from there still be on the lookout for the new place. So it's all very interesting and fluid at the moment for me, which is also nice because it allows for some travel. You can look at it two ways, whether it's forced or nice change, and I've chosen to look at it as a nice opportunity. So I'll travel a bit, get back to Singapore, and then get back to Finland, only to get back to Singapore again. So bear with me while I hop around a little bit this summer, but finally we can do that. So travel's not so bad anymore, although you still have to jump through a couple of hoops as the wind is picking up here. I think the next video you'll see on this channel will be from the airport of the journey, and then from there, as we look at the museum here, it's looking very beautiful. From there, it will probably be videos from Asia and Singapore, and then I think it will be a lot nicer. This car will be a lot nicer to record the videos of Helsinki in the summer, now that the summer has started. There's the little cafe I mentioned, and I think that there's some kind of exhibition going on at the mansion there. But my videos are getting more and more up to date now. Oh, I love this. That's so cheerful. And you're catching up to where I'm actually in the world at the moment. And like I was saying, it will be really nice to record these summer views in Helsinki when I get back, but it hasn't really felt like such a good idea to record a lot of videos when the weather wasn't so nice yet. It wasn't so green. Now it's so nice with the greenery. We'll get more of that later on in the summer. There's the parliament again. Just waiting for the light to change. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed this look at Töölönlahti in the city centre on a sunny Saturday. This is the music house again. You won't have a lot of videos coming from Finland following this, so there's full information. If that's something you'd like to see, then you can of course subscribe to the channel, like you can subscribe to any channel on YouTube. That's much appreciated if you do. Thank you so much for watching and commenting and following me along and asking me how I'm doing as well. That's much appreciated. So nice to have you guys along for all of the walk wherever I am. And I think I'm going to head towards Bana again and from there to the station. And we'll leave Mannerheimintie and the parliament building there. I think with the views of people enjoying the Saturday and the sun outside, I'm going to thank you for joining me today, and I hope I'll see you again soon. I might keep walking to a busier area there, but only a few steps away.